All right, guys, we have one more match of the night, and it is a firecracker. It's going to be Cheese once again versus Weegee, young prodigy, 70-star, 16-star, sunshine, any percent extraordinaire, coming down to take down the big dog. Even though he's not in first place in the league, with that win over D whatever, he should be moving up into second, and he is still undefeated. That means he and Punkey have not dropped a single race yet. They're going to meet in a couple weeks. That one's going to be a really juicy clash, but beating D whatever here was a massive win for Cheese, proving that he is still at the top of this league. And Weegee, he is in 6th, but he's a game behind. So this is going to be a huge potential gain for him. He is probably the most nutty skilled. He's the most nutty player along with you, whatever, here in the league. So I'm here once again with Electric to commentate this match, and I cannot wait.
Neither can I. This will be an exciting one, but I mean, I can't really see what could follow up to the race that we just had, but if any race could, it'd be these two. Weegee might not be known to be quite as consistent, but he certainly has the strats, and I'm thinking that we are still going to see a very, very solid showing. And of course, Cheese rapidly changing his outfit, his hair underneath the hat, his shirt completely changed. This should be a good one. And of course, Commentator, just absolute insanity. 6 hours of Mario in a row, but you know what? It's in my DNA. I just love the game, man.
Nice.
I've said it before. It was a long time ago, but some of my first memories, I'm pretty sure, are of like different points in this game, like the hallway leading up to Dark World. Like the Sky final fight, like just various things. So I don't know. I never get tired of watching it.
That's awesome.
It's me, Mario.
Let's see what these guys are gonna pull out today. Gonna get a quick little resync for y'all. As we're gonna head right on into this hot matchup.
I have baked a cake for you. Yours truly, Princess Toadstool. Peach.
Yeah, like you were saying earlier, Weegee, not known to be as consistent, but in shorter categories, it's really favorable to have such a high skill ceiling. Weegee undeniably has that. He's probably one of the best mechanical players in the game. He just seems to be like a natural gamer in a sense. I don't really know how he does it, but he's really, really good. She's also one of the other players who I think just has some natural talent that can't really be taught. He's just so versatile. He can pretty much pick up any game and be good at it. And of course, best known for this game, which is still in most people's eyes the granddaddy of them all. I actually skip for both Weegee and not
She's
Cheese.
getting a ledge grab. The second worst way to fail that, apart from being moted.
Yeah.
Weegee already going to take an early little bit of a lead. That's totally fine. There's a lot of game coming up, and especially a lot of things that'll be a lot harder than Lakitu skip and can lose you a lot more time for failing. Let's see how bomb clip goes for these guys, though. Weegee heading on up. Cheese just now spawning into the stage. A nice bomb clip from Weegee. No backflip shenanigans like we saw from D whatever in that last race.
Yep. Another bomb clip. Cheese successful, of course. No problems here. Both of them, you know. Cheese did not get Lakitu skip. 9 seconds down. But I don't think that's really going to affect him too much.
Now, what could definitely affect them are these slide times. I'm going to say Weegee is going to wild out and pull out a 12.6. Cheese with a 12.7.
I'm going to say Cheese 12.6, Weegee 12.5.
Ooh, the spicy guess coming out.
12.5 game, perhaps? Perhaps? Hello.
Oh! Very, very nice.
Weegee is a nut, and definitely shout-outs to me for guessing, of course. Cheese, 12.6. Okay, I'm God. There we go.
The drone is obviously with the better crystal ball between us. I think I may have bought mine from one of those MLM distributors, so that's my fault. That's my bad.
Yeah, I might want to rethink the process there. But you know what? It's a fickle art. Even someone as genius as me can be wrong sometimes, and same as you.
Now, speaking of geniuses, Weegee just going right on into Womp's Fortress with Pro Cycle. Let's see what Cheese decides to do. Probably sticking with that standard cannonless, owlless, then 100 coin order.
Yeah,
Weegee just wants to get right into the hot action.
It doesn't even look like he's going for a Pro Cycle because he's very early. But that is the Pro Cycle, believe me. He also skipped the last coin, a bit more optimal because you can long jump off the plane sooner here. And he's flying through these islands now.
Just supreme control over Mario being demonstrated right now. You know, I've often wondered if these really young players that start really early, like if somehow because their brain is still developing, they like develop Mario skills and like neural connections that make them better at platforming. It's probably some pseudoscience that wouldn't be supported by actual science, but I don't know. I mean, players like this, they just seem to have an innate ability to control Mario that Weegee getting cursed by my commentary.
Yeah, I think there is something to be said about that for the plasticity of the brain, where like in more so your formative years that you can really get developed with like in a tune sense for this kind of stuff. But also I think that just being born like in kind of the Gen Z crowd, you're like way more tech savvy anyway. So I don't know, it could be a bit of both. But yeah, when you start off young, I think like you just have such an untapped amount of potential. Like your skis. Oh, geez, missed the blue coin. I would say you have a really high skill ceiling. Not getting favorable RNG here. Fifth coin. It's good. He's got to get around these islands though. He's gonna have to lose a few seconds here against Weegee.
Yeah, and it's unfortunate because he got such a nice Pro Cycle as well. Weegee with the nice first try owlless. So with that, we'll be working our way into the more simple stars in the stage. She's finishing up 100 coin, just a few seconds behind, but as we saw in the last race, even when she starts out with a deficit, it is certainly not over.
Yeah, Weegee's ahead by a little bit, but that doesn't really count for much. I think Weegee is also someone who is very fast in womps in the early game. He can get like sub 13 CCM 17 exits, which is like pretty much perfect. So I think that's going to give him an edge in the early game, but Cheese in the mid game is definitely favored. Where I think most players who might be really hot at the beginning are going to have some trouble in like maybe Fire C, maybe like Wedge Jar World, TTM, stuff like that.
Oh, I can definitely see that. Coming from shorter categories, it's hard to like get the same level of practice with everything else.
Sure, but it's not even because it's a shorter category, just because you spend much more time in the beginning. Cheese is definitely much more upstairs experience in the run environment.
Oh, definitely. And a nice big womp kill. As another commentator has very graciously pointed out to me, likely the womps are part of a workers' collective, and so they don't have a king. They have no need for simple monarchy systems.
Okay.
Weegee with the fence clip there. A nice triple to the top of the fortress here. Very, very clean execution here. Finishing up of Womps 9 with a low 40. Very, very nice.
Alright, pretty solid Womps for Cheese too. He missed Lactu skip, still got a 652, which would translate to like a 643, so very spicy actual Womps stage. He missed a blue coin on 100, but that was about it.
Yeah, some of those other stars must have been faster than Weegee.
Probably about the same. It was just a very good Womps for both of them. Let me say 12-6 both. Okay.
Another 12-5 from Weegee. Okay, I'll say a 12-5 from Cheese. Let's spice things up with this guess.
Alright, we're putting all the cards on the table. High stakes, not going to pay off.
The consistency, though.
Yeah, another 12-6 is still pretty hot, but double 12-5s is pretty much insane. I don't know if it should even be legal for a human to be so good at the slide.
Oh, but Weegee missing the first of the two twins. We're losing a little bit of time should Cheese be able to grab these. He's looking good, yep. Nice A little bit of time save over Weegee. Now let's see if Weegee knows. I saw someone do this ridiculous side flip backup for, he's just gonna go for a kind of turnaround setup. I've seen someone do like a side flip dive setup in order to account for the kind of right angle you're approaching from when you missed one of the two twins. And that backup is just wild.
I'm not sure who that was. It might have been D whatever, but it was pretty spicy. And I think like it depends how you land. Like Weegee's turnaround there was still pretty fast. I don't know if a side flip would have even been faster. Alright, we'll see what cycle he goes for. Okay, normal switch press. Keeping it real. He's not trying to throw away the run to do Tsukishima.
He's got the dive down. Let's see, the box rollout. Nice. He's hitting Chia.
That is the spiciest box rollout anyone ever does. Like, I don't know how he gets it so perfectly.
And he's on Shia pace. Just needs to finish out
the movement. Okay. He was like almost about to get Tsukishima with slow switch press.
That's just wild. With that and
like,
standard elevator movement, getting Suki would just be insane.
Nice double first. Now, don't get me wrong, we just probably put more hours into Dark World than anyone else alive because of 16 star. Maybe not, but he's up there like top 5 for sure. But there's something else he's got. Yeah, but we just got something else that just makes him an incredible player to watch.
Yeah, I'm not even sure who developed the box rollout, but it makes Shia easier, but certainly still not free by any means. Very rare to even see it gone for in this league, even in Div1.
Yeah, I think it's a very old kind of movement. I'm pretty sure like people just kind of found that out as they were testing out the stage. The first person to use it was Tsukishima himself, I would assume, to actually get the cycle. But in 2018, we started using it to make Shia cycle a bit easier to attack. Oh, Weegee forgot he didn't do Island Hop, was about to go into CCM. Nice
very fast recovery, though.
Yeah. She's still very close behind.
Now, Weegee, interestingly, didn't go for that sliding strat to gain a lot of speed to start out the course.
Yeah, it's a pretty niche thing. I know Para does it all the time, and it seems like a fairly consistent way to move around there. So I don't think it's like super hard, but it's not something that most people have bothered to do. Like someone else who does this is Bro Mario, but he's not in the league.
Yeah, Draws did it earlier today, and I wanted to point out she's actually breaking the box with his rollout instead of needing a ground pound. Requires a very, very nice, very precise angle to, like, sort of not quite clip into the island, but, like, hit the island as low as you can so that you're sliding as you go under the box.
Yeah, I think that was accidental in this case, but as long as you don't actually miss the island, it's okay if you actually, like, land in the corner of it.
Nice wall kicks will work from Weegee.
Jeez, pretty low wall kick. Still a good start. Oh, no, he...
Oh, the backup? It's good. Nice.
Yeah.
We saw Taba having to go for that earlier. Yeah, I didn't expect to see that twice in one day. That backup is really tough.
I don't think it's really tough. It just doesn't... It's not required that often.
Yeah, and it, like, if you don't have the right speed for it or the right angle, it just can't even work sometimes.
True. All right,
we got some hot penguin delivery.
Yeah, so Weegee has just the 100 coin left to do here. And if you want something to keep track of, in a PB attempt, this is including Island Hop, which takes like 5 seconds, maybe a little bit less depending on how well you do it, but it can save over 5 seconds to do it perfectly. That, with like perfect bombs, Dark World, can get you like a 13 flat. Weegee is gonna be not too far off for that.
Now, jeez, I've never seen that ledge grab before. That's weird.
Yeah, that was cool. Cool as in cool for us, not cool for him.
It's about as cool as the mountain itself, honestly.
Yeah, I can get behind that. Mountain itself, not very cool. Just kind of a snooze in some cases. Just gotta get some points here on the slide. Pay your dues so that you can move on to the rest of the run.
Nice perfect coin counts from both of them. Oh, Weegee missing the red twice even, having a lot of trouble just getting this red on top of the tree without grabbing said tree.
That's all right. A little bit of time loss. Gonna be like a 13-20. Okay. Losing a couple more seconds as I try to point something out. She's actually making up a lot of time. He's been very consistent since the beginning of the run when he missed lag 2 skips. So now that he's only a couple seconds behind Weegee, this race is looking a lot spicier.
Yeah. Now, Weegee advancing over to Benny's Brewhouse.
Yeah, and it's also crazy that, like, even with Cheese's great lobby, Weegee's still been playing well enough to stay ahead of Cheese. So we'll see if we can maintain this into basement. Alright, Big U's balcony, first star up on the chop and block. Not that you could really sever the head of a Boo because the whole Boo is the head. But, you know, for metaphorical purposes, it suffices. You'll probably go for the long jump crouch kill. There he goes.
Very, very nice.
It's kind of hard to see there, but you kind of have to turn around and slide down and jump as soon as the Boo touches you.
Yeah, it's weird what things damage the Boo and what things don't. Like, sliding down the roof does, but jumping from said slide doesn't. It's a little dumb.
Yeah. Some things, like, are pretty much only discoverable through trial and error.
I think the more surprising one is that the crouch can damage him. That one, like, shocked me when I found that out. Now, Weegee, that's kind of an interesting strat. You tilt the stick just slightly off neutral for that kick. And it's a little bit faster. Not quite as fast as the speed side flip that Cheese just did, but it is a little bit hard to get good if you're not using N64 controller.
Yeah, that's a good point. With the initial kick there, you don't want to be holding too far off neutral. And like you said, N64 controllers have the best dead zone and, like, quote ESS area. Alright, Cheese, interesting castle movement. I'm not sure what happened there. It kind of looked like he had a bit of a drunken swerve on the analog stick. Punch for Weegee.
Yeah, that hurry stick can be a little bit too sensitive at times. When you've played with it for a very long time, you can kind of get used to it, but sometimes it will still bite you. Now, going into Shifting Sandland, let's see how these double pluses go. Weegee with a medium bomb, deciding to throw it away, doesn't want to deal with that backup.
All right. Jeez, might be able to tie it up here. Not going for time of plus. This will be like a 2-second time save for Weegee in each case. So that if he gets 2 time of pluses now, it'll probably equalize the time lost during the backup. But still, Cheese clean secrets so far.
Yeah, much cleaner than the last race with the...
Yeah.
Weegee,
that was a bit of a
very
knockdown.
nice. Yeah, that really was something. I don't think I've seen anyone mess up secrets like that before, and it's such a hard thing to back up. So now second plus. Oh, bomb blowing up right in Cheese's face. Weegee with the big bomb though. And the barely missing the double jump. Oh man.
Cheese takes the lead now. We've seen the tables turn. Weegee got the double jump too late. Got stuck in the sand, and that's going to be a death. First one of the run. I will see if we can get it now. It'll take 4 tries to get 2 pillarlesses done.
And Cheese has to throw away another bomb. Gonna have to go ahead and respawn it now.
Okay. This is quite dicey here. Both runners having a tough time. This is Cheese's last star as well, so he really needs to get this bomb. Okay.
Looking good. The double jump is good.
Yeah, at least he's got the rest of it down, so it was just a matter of grabbing the big bomb.
All right. Weegee and Cheese just have to knock a star out of a bird's claws.
I guess they both have talons, yeah, you're right.
Kind of interesting how that worked out despite the plus fails. Neither of them were able to use Klepto backup. And with that, we're going to be moving on to LLL. No lead change. In fact, I think Weegee's actually extended his lead just a little bit.
Yeah, that was like a 30-second time loss for both runners. Pretty crazy.
Let's see how Weegee decides to tackle this stage. Looks like he's going to be going for Red Hot Log Rolling first. Nope, he just uses a different camera angle than I'm used to for the start of Reds.
Alright, pretty nice angles here. Cheese also going for red coins.
A very smart move.
Yeah, it's a good start. Pretty short, but also there's a lot of room for error. Or like, there's not a lot of room for error when you do those jump dives because you get really close to touching the lava. So both Cheese and Weegee very practiced with this start. We'll see if Weegee can nail Red Hot Log Rolling. Cheese might be able to save time by going for the triple jump dive strat, but I don't think he will. Weegee's just going to be going over the fence like normal.
Cheese with a very nice flight as well. Both of them opting to slide Mario's belly along the top of the fence real quick as they close the star out.
I'd expect Weegee to go for probably a pro lava boost here. Cheese is more comfortable with the normal long jump.
And here we go. And,
and he didn't make it.
Barely not making it over. I was about to say that was good. I thought he had that.
It's
Going
a
right
very
back in the
tight boost to make, just with the amount of height that you can get. There's not much room for air. Now Weegee going for the easy long jump method. At least he's got that one in his back pocket. A nice pro ending. That'll be what Cheese does, I presume. But this should put Cheese in the lead if he doesn't make the same mistake. So that's 2 deaths for Weegee here in basement. Cheese quite narrowly avoiding death. Alright, he's on 3 HP, getting some coins. Bullies, nice adjustment to get the kill.
Right, so Weegee slides off the platform during elevator tour. The volcano is just not treating him well right now.
Yeah, this is quite a rough basement. He's trying to get these backups done, but it's still being a massive time loss. We've got the volcano stars left for Cheese, and at this rate, he can get himself a nice healthy lead by the time they go into Fire Sea.
Lava boost working out first try for him.
And beautiful ending.
Weegee with a pretty decent big bully kill. Just has to take care of the triple. While Cheese just needs to venture back into the volcano one last time.
This might be like a 10-second deficit for Weegee here out of Lethal Lava Land. Basement, definitely not his friend, even though that's usually, I would say, his strongest part of the run. Or, you know, it's his biggest advantage, potentially, if it all goes well. Alright, so about 10 seconds. He's going to Dire Docks, and this is kind of a bit of a breather. This race started off pretty hot, and Weegee's booty in particular got a little bit harder than he'd like. It might be a good time to cool off. 30 stars now, and DDD is not a super hard stage, but they will be attempting front sub. Might see that one flip the lead once again.
Yeah, hoping not, but of course the strat is not 100% consistent. But first we got to deal with some chests, which could lose a little bit of time. Especially with how optimally Cheese is going to be going for these opening turns. He's just, wow, barely touching these chests. Weegee playing it a little bit more conservatively, but even then he's still going wild at it. Doesn't think he opened, and he didn't open it. He didn't hear the secret noise.
That's rough. Like you said, losing another like 5 seconds that he would have liked not to lose, I'm sure, at the very least. But obviously not to a star like that.
Yeah, and especially with how optimally Cheese made those turns. And it just goes to sort of the precision. I mean, even to me, it looked basically like they had the same movement on that second chest, but Cheese just a hair closer. We see him setting up for front sub, but of course.
Getting a good front sub is nothing easy, I gotta say. Even though Cheese is a world record holder and definitely one of the most history players of the game, okay, he's got it. Not even time for me to cause any doubt. We'll see what you can do the same. He's done more of the short categories where it's maybe a bit more useful to have front sub in your repertoire. All right. I think Cheese did a better lag reduction actually, but we're still getting the star. And we're gonna head into Fire Seat.
Just gotta deal with the Manta first, but no trouble for Cheese getting his first 5 rings, just fine. It's so weird how the ring hitbox bug doesn't affect like the first 6 or so rings, and then all of a sudden the boxes are just sideways. If you're not familiar with like how weird these Mana ring hitboxes are, Pan and Koic has a video where he uses a hack to show what the real ring hitbox is, and beyond the first 6, it's basically sideways. But either way, Mana ring's going perfectly fine. She's hoping that Fire Sea goes just as well. Going for that more retro movement.
Yeah, one of the few who still first to do it this way. And you really don't slow down at all. It's one of the reasons that the 2019 Fire Sea has been widely adopted. It's more lenient, and there's also a bit more room to take your time. She's got a really fast Fire Sea cycle there, but still only made lava boost by a little bit. Oh, he's missed it though. That's insane.
Wall kick, though.
He's actually early enough to miss the side flip. That's very surprising to me.
Same here, especially with the little bit of extra lag from that movement. Taking not only an amp, but a burn right after. And interestingly, Weegee going for the same movement. He's mentioned in chats before that he's just not a fan of that newer movement. Which, it can't... Oh, getting amped in the same spot, but at least no lava burn.
Yeah, this would be better for Weegee, but still not perfect. She's entering the pipe. Gonna be like a high 25.
Oh, ground pounding just before the star. Weegee does save at least a little bit of time over Cheese.
Yeah, this is anyone's race for sure. Big mistakes for Weegee in basement. Cheese barely hit the throw.
Oh man, I thought that was a miss.
Yeah, it's very much on the fence, that one. Alright, Weegee hitting that one on the money. And with Dry World, we've got a pretty spicy stage here. D whatever actually probably the best one at it right now, doing some lag reductions, really fast triple jump wall kicks, and the also double jump kick strat for the elevator tour or elevator star. Now, Cheese previously held the community best gold before D whatever took it. Weegee, I don't think he has, but he is definitely someone who does these triple jump wall kick stars really fast. So we'll see if they'll both go all right for him. It only gets harder from here. Okay, Cheese also doing the double jump kick. This is kind of like the hot new addition. People didn't really do this until like a month ago, but now everyone does it. It was like Dross and Saxdale, and then now everyone does it. And Weegee doing the box break triple. I actually don't know which one's faster. I think the box break is, but they seem about the same.
Especially when you can get the rollout to land you just off the platform like that.
Yeah. We got the nuttiest wall kicks. He pretty much, it seemed like he got like everything first or second frame. I don't know. It just seems like he's going way too fast for his own good. Like you're gonna, you know, blow a gasket or something. I don't even know what you'd say. Some kind of like car metaphor. But yeah, he's kind of popping off. Not actually doing the kick start to the triple jump, doing the side flip for the better angle. Nice top of the town. She's also opting to get both those out of the way before doing his 100 coin. So we're going to see if Weegee, once he gets in his 100 coin as well, would have the better one than Cheese. Because they both pretty much broke even on the first two.
And she's having a little bit of trouble with some coin RNG here. Wait, the coin is right in his way. That is some lucky movement right there. Normally, if you miss one of those coins from the first Skeeter, the way that it kind of moves along the water, it won't be in your way. You'd have to go way out of your way in order to get it, but she's able to get the coin back. Weegee, however, no safety coin, having to grab all these from the Skeeter while the blue coin switch is ticking.
Yeah, Cheese definitely got smiled upon by the SM64 gods a little bit more. Oh, this is bad though. Whoa, what a
Oh, man.
great foresight for Cheese. He's got to get the backup box now. That kind of sucks. But like the genius of his, oh, it was still there, and then he's falling down again. Weegee taking the lead.
Yeah,
Possibly.
that was...
No, okay, Cheese still in the lead by like 2 seconds.
I'm really not sure why he went back for that. I don't feel like the backup box is that much slower.
I would say like once he knew he missed some coins, he should have gone for the backup. But Cheese actually played that really smart. He knew that the coins were gonna fall off, so rather than trying to jump back up, he like waited on the ground level to catch the one that fell and then jumped up for the rest. It almost worked out great, but then he missed one and had to go back. And now they're pretty much synced. And I said Cheese got better luck at the beginning. Weegee got better luck toward the end, and also just not missing his side flip double jumps is what helped him close the gap.
So now we got shock and arrow lifts. This could be the tiebreaker right now. Such a hard star. Gives so many people so
Definitely.
much trouble. And of course the clean execution.
Here we go!
It's kind of cool in situations like these where you can seriously tell all the little things that runners do to save time. But Cheese and Weegee are so good that I don't think they're going to give each other many opportunities to save time passively throughout these stars.
What was that reverse bonk on Cheese's side entering THI? I don't even think that lost him any time.
I don't know. He was just grinning. I don't know how that even happened.
During these beautiful secrets, shout outs both to Silent Walker and I think it was Fairy McMuffin or something like that. Sorry, I don't have chat open, so I can't see the name again. But thanks so much for the subs, guys.
Fox in chat. Also, Cheese had a slightly better star. Weegee ate a lot of lag. That was just due to him not Mario camming for the triple jump. Weegee also, when he clipped, he had to jump to activate the secret, so not the smoothest. Cheese still not more than like 2 seconds ahead.
It's very, very tight at the moment. Just a slightly less optimal mountain clip could actually like spell a little bit of a difference here. Oh, and not getting the mountain clip can also make a big difference.
She's gonna be extending this. This is the kind of race to live for as a viewer and a commentator. They're both just playing out of their mind right now. The beginning was rough, but like they both have one clear goal in their mind, and that's to win. There's a lot of race left, and it's anyone's guess what's gonna happen. See if Cheese can maintain this lead. I'm sure he'll be fine. PTM might be a different story. Cheese is actually super good at reds, though. I know D whatever is like the guy's name who immediately pops to mind or comes to mind when you think of TTM reds, but Cheese is probably second best. He really has some clean execution there. But I know Weegee is pretty hot on everything.
Yeah, it'll definitely be a bit of a toss-up as far as who's able to accomplish it faster. And it's a very tricky star, so any minor mistake could lose a decent number of time.
Yeah, they both died on this star in the past. So that's not out of the question either.
I mean, there's a reason it's called Scary Shrooms Red Coins.
Yeah. Alright, she's entering the painting at 32.11. Weegee 5 seconds behind 32.16. Reese's attempt. The big case.
It's
big
good.
round.
Nice. Weegee right behind. Let's see it. Oh,
Barely
no.
missing it.
Almost got ourselves a double breezeless.
Sick backup for Weegee. Oh, I was about to say sick backup, then he didn't make it under the ledge. So she's over 10 seconds now in the lead, going for red coins, not doing the mountain clips. This Mario Cam action is high intensity.
Oh, and such clean movement across these shrooms. Let's see how the maze goes.
He's put the hours in.
Beautiful.
That is fantastic. No reaction. Maybe he is reacting. I can't really see. The bitrate is like Kopit's internet.
Hey, you can't make that joke anymore. Kopitz has better internet now.
I know he moved, but I'm thinking like vintage Kopit.
And as soon as you say something about it, it actually looks like it's gotten a bit better.
Okay.
We've gone from 144p to 240p in the booth.
Nice, nice.
Let's see these mountain clips.
Here we go!
Weegee having to take the double ledge grab.
Go!
Okay, so now Cheese heading to the top of the mountain himself. Weegee now with some Reds action. Let's see what he's got to bring to the table.
And
Some
also
speed
this
kick.
like kind of Mario Cam movement. Okay, Weegee not doing the roll on the small shroom. This is a bit safer, but still really fast. Jeez, he is blazing through this star as well. People are making this look like it's free.
It is
They're
most
every
certainly
angle
not.
on point. Even when they're in Mario Cam C-Up, you actually have to fairly specific off angle to get a straight line to the shrooms. So this is insane.
Yeah, if you think that star is easy, which I can't blame you because of how well these guys are playing it, but go into that maze and see up and just look around at the geometry. It is sadistic.
It is very claustrophobic.
Go!
The platform that the 7th red stands on, the wall beside it is slanted, so like the higher you are when you're trying to go for that red, the further out away from the wall you have to be, and it's just everything about that geometry is so scuffed. It's so bad.
I just love to see the side flip wall kick flirts where they just get like huge height and just roll out over the coin instantly, and it's super cool. Alright, Weegee, nice snowman's hit. He's already got his snowman's hit going for from the freezing pond. Double speed kick. And 2 kicks on the slope. Barely missed the ground pound. Still pretty nice. Weegee holds the untitled world record on this star for the spreadsheet. But because of the difficulty of having perfect speed kicks, it's like almost impossible to do the star that well. That was actually really smooth. Overshot the box.
But other than that, really clean movement. And yeah, it's like when you're trying to do speed kicks, the way that like, especially when you're learning them, you want to think of it is like to go fully neutral before kicking, but you can actually still get the kick to come out with, I don't remember what exactly the range is, but you like going close to neutral, but not quite there.
Yeah,
And-
you can hold all the way up to forward 54 or like in any direction 54, which is quite a lot actually. It doesn't seem like it's that far off at full running speed, but that's how it works. So you can keep a lot of your speed.
But timing that optimally is something else. It takes a lot of precision. So now Cheese going to be headed down to HMC. Weegee following right behind. And right now, it looks like a little bit of a repeat of the D whatever race. Cheese has formed a nice little lead for himself that's grown a little bit through upstairs. But heading down into the basement, and then, of course, Tippy, things can get rapidly shaken up.
Yeah, and once again, it wasn't actually Weegee's upstairs for the most part. Even though like he made some mistakes like missing Breezeless, he died twice. One on Pillarless and one on Lava Boost. So pretty common culprits, but at the same time, stars that Weegee's an expert at. Meanwhile, Cheese also lost a lot of time to Pillarless about 20 minutes ago when he was trying to regrab the bomb. That took a while, but still, it's been a really solid run for both of them outside of a couple things. And this is definitely one of Weegee's best performances.
Let's see what they have.
Yeah, go ahead.
She's going for this more optimal movement. If you do that movement perfectly, if I remember right, it saves a single frame over the long jumps.
If I had to guess, he went for a long jump, but just didn't get it. He got a single jump instead. So it's nice to be able to do that as a backup, but it's
Oh, definitely.
usually slower.
And the triple box jump from Weegee. Very clean.
Nice. You actually have to run quite a long time before long jumping for the start Cheese is doing, so that you don't bounce off the scuttlebug. You can try to like rush it, but it's actually a pretty bad idea because if you bounce on them, you'll go way too far.
Yeah, and then you have to work your way out of the slopes of the outer pit, and it just loses a bunch of time.
Alright, Weegee, good wall kick and hit the switch. Got plenty of height. This is come down to the wire. I imagine they'll be able to close out these last 2 stars, and then it's down to Tippy. Reminder, Weegee has 1 loss, Cheese no losses, undefeated.
Yeah, this is looking like another win from Cheese, but of course we still have Tippy to go, and Tippy has shown numerous times that it is not to be trifled with. That was kind of an interesting triple from Weegee. It looks like he was a little bit low, but managed to account for it very, very well and still executed the star near perfectly.
Yeah, that star is kind of interesting. People will approach it in 2 different ways. You can do the triple jump wall kick off the left wall, or you do the double jump wall kick like you're going for box jump and then long jump over. They're about the same speed.
Yeah, technically the right side is faster, but you have to do it optimally. If you even get a ledge grab on the platform, then it's slower than the left side.
Yeah, you really have to make it save that time if you want it to. If that makes any sense.
Oh,
Alright,
it does.
Cheese.
There's a bunch of stuff in this game like that, I feel like.
Yeah, this is something else. Cheese is, I would say he's on low 48 pace. Weegee still like mid 48 pace for sure. We'll have to see. After Rainbow Ride, maybe you'll get a good idea.
Weegee's been having a lot of trouble with this movement coming out of HMC. It looked like he was trying to go towards the door as if he was in 16 star at first, and then now having issues in that spiral staircase.
Yeah. Nice pull grab for Cheese. That's a dangerous Lactu bounce. It always looks weird because Lactu's so far to the left. But he got it, and he's going to get this ground pound. Yeah. So, braving the winds and the often, unpredictable encounters that can happen. Weegee missing the wall kick. Got the glitchy wall kick, which is the hard one, but it was too low. Well, that's not going to work.
Yeah, not quite far enough left on that tricky. He's gonna have to go for swinging as a backup. This flame shooter triple's a bit weird.
He's going into this with no hesitation. What a madman. Like, that looked so fluid. It looked like he knew exactly what he wanted to do and executed it immediately, which is impressive, like, under the pressure.
Oh, no doubt, and especially the tilt of not only failing Lakitu bounce, but failing your first choice as backup.
Yeah.
Oh, Cheese gets a bonk, though.
Yeah, she's dying there. This is huge.
That bonk is, I've heard that that's just caused by just being a little bit too low on the rotating platform, and that is so tilting. But now Weegee has Cruiser Crossing under his belt. No more Lakitu bounce shenanigans. Cheese moves on into Reds.
Yeah, I think that death for Cheese was about what Weegee lost doing the swinging in the breeze. So he's still ahead. But Weegee's death, or Weegee's mistakes, didn't really get punished.
Weegee manages to get that left side tricky triangles.
Yeah, nice stuff. Good movement there. You have to be quite fast on the triangles to get a single jump that actually gets you up to the next level. You have to be carrying a lot of speed and hold A at the right time. Alright, Cheese, last star not going for the upper route. A lot harder, of course, but... Oh, getting burned. That's like 2-3 second time loss. Alright, Weegee actually really good at reds. Nice 5th red grab.
he gets
Oh,
that
got
burn
burned
from the flame
again.
just being right in the wrong spot, though. Has to take this ledge grab, but he's able to get that kick to the 8th red. Pretty nice. Cheese goes on in for TTC Reds first, interestingly.
Yeah, he did this against D whatever. I'm not sure why. Maybe it's just something that is short, but also kind of hard.
I guess maybe it acclimates you to the stage a little bit.
That's true. I can see that for sure.
Haven't really thought of that. I always just save
moving
Reds for
bars.
last, as seems to be common.
Yeah, that's definitely the common convention. But then
And
if
Weegee
you...
with the really interesting choice to go for time jumps first.
Yeah, and he
Oh.
almost did it perfectly, but then he, you know, tried to dive too soon. Firsty. Okay. Not the perfect time jumps and moving bars he wanted to start off TikTok clock, but good enough. He's definitely saving some time though. He's very fluid.
Weegee's really just a red coin star behind at the moment. A big fall could definitely change this lead up pretty drastically. Time moving triple jump wall kicks coming out now. Pretty commonplace at this level, but it's not a strat to be
Press.
underestimated.
I think Weegee just like pressed A too early for that wall kick. I don't know what happened, but it looked like he was on pace to get like a perfect pendulums. Alright, but cheese on 100 coin. This is definitely the biggest thing on his mind and what you all need to be watching right now. Getting that ground pound, you can take that double jump a lot more risky like he just did. But it also means that you can die if you don't reach the switch in time with ground pound. Alright, nice wall kick. They're going at a steep angle so that you like land right on the box. Good thing to mention is he takes the safety red here, so he's able to miss the coin. He doesn't have to chase it, and he's also more confident. But invisible.
The invisible coming out. Now we saw the double invisible from Punke. G's avoiding it though.
Okay, he should be fine and getting up there. That will do it.
Weegee still taking care of some quick stars first.
Yeah, we just got the long star left to do. Cheese is about to get his 66. We already got 66, but the last few are a bit longer. At least TDC 100 is. He's doing reds. 100 coin is going to be last. This is a bold move. So no backups for Weegee.
I mean, you don't really see backups for 100 coin because I mean, what would you even use as a backup, honestly? But
Yeah, true, but sometimes you want to do reds or something.
yeah, true. If the opening doesn't go well, just go ahead and back it up with reds and try again.
All right, we'll see what he can do here. 2 time moving stars for Cheese. 1 extremely difficult time stop. Side flip wall kick. Hello. Is
Oh,
this
boy.
Zaya playing or what? Okay, don't die here.
Oh man,
Right,
going for this
backup can
side
be
flip
annoying.
strat here. Kind of interesting that he sets up that triple that way. I don't think I really ever see that.
Yeah, lost a good bit of time. It's hard to say because Cheese is close to the end. Every second might count. But this is going to come down to Sky once again.
Yeah, and Cheese sitting pretty at a really nice number of stars. Getting ready to talk to Toe to make his way into the final stage. As Weegee, though, is closing in on the end of this 100 coin. No invis wall for him.
Gotta get that coin. A bit scary there on the triple jump. But he's so assertive on these kind of stars. Takes very aggressive angles and is uncompromising. Alright, what's he gonna do here? Okay. Just had a side flip. Jeez, coming into bits. He is on 48 pace.
248s right in a
would've been
row,
insane.
2 separate races. That's just wild.
Well, that's a big if. We'll see if he can pull up. We can come up to Sky now. If Cheese makes a fall and triple wall kick, this race could get a lot more interesting in the blink of an eye. Flashbacks to the pace finals where he missed moving right side against Punke. He's going for it again though. This is for all the marbles. Can he get it? He's up.
It's good. Nice.
He's heading up to the pipe now. Last hurdle. barely
The Goomba
missed
in a little bit of an iffy spot. You can see his eyes widen there.
Yeah, definitely wise to go for the ledge grab instead.
And he's got the room to miss at least one throw.
Weegee going for Manimo. Aggressive angle on tip jump dive. This is as good as it gets, folks. That is actually Manimo. You will never see someone that early, I almost guarantee you. Like E&D whatever can like do this in their sleep.
Oh, she's missing a throw now. As Weegee also gets moving right side. Very, very wild
to the
bits
middle.
performance.
Legitimately perfect. He also has the community best bits gold by like 3 seconds or something.
Okay, Cheese just has to land this last throw, and it's good.
That's still a 48 for Cheese. Incredible
Wow.
performance here. And once again, Weegee looking to get a low 49, but not get the W.
That's wild.
But you can just see the incredible skill level on both of these runners.
Oh, Weegee throwing just a little bit early there.
Yeah, there's very little to separate them outside of a few mistakes and some inconsistency on Weegee's part, mostly. But they're just such, stellar mechanically gifted players. And they've put so much time into this game, and it all is just showing off for you guys today. What a great race, and a great way to end the evening.
Yeah, I mean, a 40... okay, don't know why he waited a little bit there, but a 49.32... That just still a great time, and Cheese with yet another 48. That's just, wow. What a wild match. Really, really nice and close throughout, and Weegee even having a pretty decent amount of a lead going into LOL, so just a stellar performance from both of these guys to close out the night. That'll be it for us as far as our live programming. Stick around, though. We've got 24/7 speedrun variety content coming up for y'all. But for now, it's finally signing off after 6 hours.
Yeah.
But hey, it doesn't even feel like 6 hours, honestly. But I'm Electric. Badronis, thanks for joining me yet again in the comms booth.
No problem. Hope you guys have a great night, and see you next time.
Yep. Peace out, folks. We'll be back with more races tomorrow.